Peace and light, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And if you are in any state and you're experiencing heavy rain, mudslides, heavy snow, black ice, I'm sending positive vibes and chants and energy that everyone is safe. And also, if you have experienced transition in your life, you lost a loved one, I'm sending light and love to you, and healing and healing and recovery when it's time for you to have healing and recovery. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to my Facebook podcast, my Aisha Speaks Jade Facebook podcast, where I am none other than Aisha Jade. Everyone calls me something different. I know who I am. And thank you so much. My heart is a little heavy. It's been heavy for a couple of days. And why I say that is because a really cool coworker of mine lost her sister a couple of days ago, and they had to do an emergency C-section to deliver her baby, which she had a boy, but unfortunately her sister did not make it. She had a brain aneurysm that just seemed to have popped up, that no one even expected this to happen. And so in the blink of an eye, she had to be put on life support, and they had to do, again, an emergency C-section. She had the baby. It was a boy. Hopefully that baby boy is healthy. But people, I always say, you have to be appreciative for every day that you wake up. Every day that you open your eyes, every day that you are blessed to breathe and see and hear and speak, because you never know when it's your time. I don't care how much these celebrities or people with a lot of money try to fix themselves, change their face, change their bodies, and I'm not knocking it, or try to pay to have this long life. When it is your time to go and transition on, it is your time. So please let us not forget to appreciate each and every day that we wake up and we are able to do things. You don't have to say a long prayer, a long chant, a long meditation, mantra, whatever. You can just be like, you know what, universe? I am so glad that I woke up this morning. I get another chance, another opportunity, another blessing to breathe again, to put on my clothes, to eat, to have a roof over my head. So many people don't have roofs over their head. So many people are not blessed to have a meal every day, whether they are by themselves or if they have a family. So let's focus on the important things in life. So I just want to say that she finally got back to me today with a text, and my heart just goes out to her. I did not know her sister, but knowing the character of how my coworker is with me, I can't speak with how she is with everybody else, but how she was or how she is with me, I'm sure that her sister was a blessing. This was her sister's first baby, and this is the only sibling that she had. But my thoughts, my prayers, my energies, my vibes just go out to her. And even if you don't know her, just send out good vibes. That's all I ask. Send out good vibes. I just wanted to say that before I get into my topic this morning. So again, thank you for joining or tuning in to my Aisha Speaks Jade podcast platform. You know who I am. I just said it. If you're not on live, please, thank you in advance for listening to my my replay, which will be available shortly after. I know that I am behind just life in general, but you know what? I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm going to do as many catch-ups today as I can. What I don't get done, you know what? It's going to be okay. I'm not here to please anybody. I'm just here to do what I can do the best that I can do, be the best self that I can be, and give you the best content that I can. I am that #researcher. So this is a Makeup Live audio for January the 23rd, 2019. And the topic is 6 lessons you can apply to work and career. Okay? 6 lessons you can apply to work and career. And it's talking about methods to tidy up a messy career. So I just want to kind of see if I can dive into it, give you the content that I feel that you might take something away from this and apply it to your life. And guess what? How about if it doesn't apply to you? Share it with someone else. You will definitely be rewarded. You will be rewarded and have blessings and have great fortune. So I want to dive right in to number one lesson. Before you can do, you must visualize. Before you can do, you must visualize. So before you clear out your desk and delete your inbox, consider why you want to get organized. Do you feel like you spend more time writing emails than actually doing your job? Does looking at your to-do list stress you out? I know it does for me sometimes. You know, if you've been following me and been listening to me, I can be very transparent because I have to be honest with myself if I call myself coming out here and sharing and talking and things of that nature. So though I may not share some really deep things, but I do share about myself. So a lot of times my to-do list stresses me out. And I toss it off to the side because it can become very overwhelming. So I toss it off to the side and I have to come back. Is that the right way? Maybe, maybe not. So your intentions will help you commit to actually sticking to your word. So how do you want to feel when you walk into your office? Whether that is you work for corporate America or you have your own business where you have your office space. So how do you want to feel when you walk into your office? And by all means, questions that I ask, you feel comfortable enough? Leave your answer in my comment box. Number 2 lesson, streamline your stuff. Store paper that needs action. Paper you will need for a limited period of time and paper you need to keep indefinitely. Try to organize your archives in simple, high-level categories. Okay? For example, you can or label it, name it as active projects or administrative or even reference materials. Okay, it's recommended to store similar items together to figure out what should stay. Commit to intentionally discarding all paper that doesn't have a clear purpose. Okay, and again, these recommendations are active projects, administrative, or reference materials. This applies to digital paper too. Your tidy desk does not mean your work is done if your emails are a hot mess. Number 3, the lesson. Pay attention to your feelings about jobs. So, we want to notice and be honest about how you're feeling about your environment. These are emotions that may not be encouraged in an unfilling office, but are necessary to be aware of if you want to keep or find a fulfilling career. The method. So there's I want to say there's a method to this, and I'm going to. So the advice that was given, okay, is for people in joyless jobs to recognize and respond to their own emotions. Okay. The point is, because I'm all over the place right now, the point is not to feel guilty about the potentially wasted years, right? Because what can we do about the past? Really not too much. This is the reason why that word, the past, is what it is. It's the past, and we should not be giving a lot of our energy to the past. What we should be focusing on is the present and moving forward and how we can do better. So instead, employees can reframe that self-blame into a more positive answer, such as, now I have the motivation to look for what is actually interesting. So again, we don't want to feel guilty about the potentially wasted years, because we can't change that, but we certainly can change how we move forward in the present. The fourth lesson is focus on your needs first. So, how can we apply to our own career? Well, we can focus less on the mess, especially if we have coworkers in our own business, or if we work in corporate America. We can focus less on the mess of coworkers and companies and more on actions that can actually take to feel in control of their careers. You may not be able to change your boss, right? We can't change people. We try, a lot of us, but we can't change people, okay? But you can make adjustments to get the career you actually want. So if you are not satisfied and you feel like you're in this deadbeat career, or even if you have a business and you feel like it's not going anywhere, you can adjust accordingly. You can change your outlook. You can't change other people, but you can certainly change your outlook to it. Number 5 lesson, be grateful for the lessons. Inevitably, careers are filled with meetings, colleagues, and jobs that do not spark joy, but you still must endure, right? We may not be able to stand our jobs, but we still have to keep pressing forward and taking the action again that we need to take to find the right thing or the right niche that works for us, so that we can be fulfilling in our jobs or career and be successful, or even in our own business. Training yourself to recognize what you have each day instead of obsessing over what you do not have can apply to jobs, career, or your own business. I feel it can apply to all of that. So even if it wasn't a happy thing, you did have an experience with it. It might have helped you learn something about yourself, which is not always easy. And we have to be grateful for the lessons in the tedious job under the bad manager. If you're in a job or a career, you don't want just a job. I feel like if you're going to work for corporate or work for someone else, you want to have a career that you can build on, and you want to have your own business that you can build that business up, brand that business. Okay. And that acceptance may then help you let go of deliberating or feeling guilt, anger, and regrets around those harder lessons. And the final sixth lesson is harness the power of stuff. Okay, so this method is not about throwing away everything you own, but about being aware of what you most want to keep. So this way, your most sentimental items that survive a purge can be a source of strength for you to see when work gets hard. Okay. Also, you want to have a space that feels good and comfortable. It can be a power spot. So make your desk a personal power spot with cherished items. It could be a picture drawn by your kids, perhaps a little trinket from a loved one, or a certificate that makes you feel proud and accomplished. It's all about putting out those positive, powerful things. These personal power spot items can serve as a reminder that this is your world and you have the power, okay? No one else, but you have the power to make it what you want it to be, okay? Because it's about you, okay? It's not about anyone else telling you how to have your own personal power spot. It's about you and how you want your power spot to be in a positive way to make you feel good about yourself, feel positive. So I hope that little bit that I just said, because I was kind of all over the place, really wanting to pinpoint certain things. I hope that these lessons or these gems or tools were very useful for you. And again, if it's not, if you have your own little thing and your method is working, that is completely okay. Share it. Share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Share it. It's okay. I appreciate you guys so much. This is my first makeup today, and since I have off, because there is a weather advisory today for the city of, for Atlanta, Georgia, and the other surrounding areas, we are shut down today. It's no black ice to my understanding right now, but it's been doing some raining, but rather be safe than sorry. So that I am proud of for Atlanta, and it's no shade. And I just continue to hope that if the weather by any chance gets worse, that they are truly 100% plus prepared. So this is my perfect time to do some makeup and do some business at home, because that's what I'm doing. I'm working from home from my business. With that being said, I'd like to thank everyone again for tuning in. If you did, I don't even know. I haven't even looked, to be honest. Or also listening to this replay, which will again be available shortly after. I invite you to join my platforms, my social media platforms, which of course I am on Facebook, where I am at right now, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me on all of them under Aisha Speaks Jade. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which you can go and subscribe to by hitting the thumbnail. You can also hit the notification bell for all alerts. You can like and also join my other pages that I just said: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Aisha Speaks Jade. Share. Let's support emotionally, financially, and let's do something different and greater for 2019. Always remember self-care. Create your toolkit box, Self-care, self-love, self-respect. Create your happiness, create your greatness. It has to start with you internally and work its way out. Be good to yourself. I send out positive vibes and energy to each and every one of you. I hope that you continue to enjoy this day. And with that being said, I send many peace, blessings, light, and love. Ashe and Namaste.